Today I'm going to be making some baked chicken thighs. So join me today as I make some baked chicken thighs and we'll have a good Q&A. Augustina, my wife, is from Ghana and I am from the United States. We just started this mixed race couple family page in order to reach out to many people. So feel free to join me tonight. First of all, I'm going to set my oven to 450 degrees, and you want to make sure the oven rack is on the middle to second to bottom. I will be cooking bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. Again, in the oven. You want your oven rack about halfway or just lower, so you can set it to 450. What that's going to do is make the skin crispy and make the inside really juicy. So let me get set up here. There is one thing I am missing today, and that's my lemon pepper. I forgot to get lemon pepper, and I have no fresh lemons. So I will have a bit of a supplement in here. I'll be using Greek seasoning instead of lemon pepper. But let me get the chicken out, and we'll get started. Now, I am doing this one-handed with my arm, so bear with me as I am the one-handed cook today. I always like to pre-wash my chicken, pre-rinse it off. And I have some dirty dishes in the sink over here. Let me put these in the dishwasher, get them out of the way. Alright. All the things I should have done beforehand, but let me get these dishes out of the way. These in here. How's everyone's weekend going? Hope it's going good for everyone. I know it's definitely been good here. Weather has warmed up significantly, which is nice. And Tina's at church right now with her function of her books. Our church was nice enough to give her some space to talk about her books and all of the other good things that she wants to talk about, like Team Lead. So she has that today and tomorrow. Alright, I'm going to give the sink a good wash out really quick. Already pre-washed this first side over here, so no issues there. Okay. That water is hot. Yeah, I'm doing this all one-armed. I've never made chicken with one arm, so this will definitely be a show for both of us, I'll tell you that. I'll give it a good rinse now. Nobody wants a soapy chicken. Yeah, a one-armed chicken tonight, so this will be fun. Welcome SB10. Please go ahead and type in the comments where you are watching from. One of the things that makes baked chicken thighs really good is if you have a setup with like a baking sheet. This is about a half baking sheet, and these high temperature grates. So they're like little baking racks, but you want high temperature. A lot of the cookie like baking racks, they're made for you to cool your cookies on the counter, not for you to bake in a high temperature oven. So just know that. These ones are actually rated for a little over 500. So I can easily bake these at 450, and what that does is all the drippings will drip off of it, so you don't have a soggy chicken. So I have 2 packs of thighs. I'm going to start with 1. I haven't made baked chicken in probably 2 years. I had a few people requesting it. I do not have my lemon or lemon pepper today. You know, these post-surgical brains, you're always forgetting something. So let me get this chicken going here and getting it rinsed off. Again, I'm doing this one-handed, so this will be fun. I'm waiting to see how I'm going to lift this into the oven, but where there's a will, there's a way. I'm going to cut the package open. Well, hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. Hello, Nick. Welcome. Thank you. Shelly, welcome. So I do like to pre-rinse and cool water my chicken. Give it a good, doesn't have to be, you know, high pressure. You're not trying to spray chicken juice everywhere. But this is bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. Look at that. Really good chicken. Back when I was in Montana and parts of California, we had Foster Farms chicken. This is Tyson. Do pre-wash out your sinks, because I take them out of the package and then set them in my sink. That's a little bit too cold. We still have that winter groundwater, so cold water is definitely cold. You could probably freeze a chicken in it. Yeah, today was nice. I hit maybe 45, so it's a lot better than what it has been these last couple of weeks and months. Give me a second here. I gotta warm it up just a little bit. There we go. Water was too cold. My hands were gonna turn blue. Alright, just getting a good rinse off of my chicken. I'll go through the spices and stuff as I put them on. Try and rinse underneath the skin if you can. That helps. Man, that water just keeps going ice cold. Hold on here, guys. That's better. Whew. I kid you not, my hands are probably going to turn blue. Let me get up underneath the skin, kind of separate it away from the meat there. Make a little pocket. Oh yeah, that's better. So let me know in the comments, like, do you make baked chicken? Do you like baked chicken? You ever had baked chicken? And again, this is bone-in, skin-on chicken. I'm subbing. Thank you, Nick. Hello. Kahima? I think I said that right. Yeah, my chicken is definitely famous among my friends. When I was just still a bachelor, living in a studio, I had a toaster oven, which is kind of like an early air fryer. It's an oven, sits on your counter. But my toaster oven had a built-in fan, so like convection mode, like an air fryer. So I used to put in 4 pieces of chicken when I got home from work for 45 minutes, and that's all I would really hold, and make chicken. So my friends definitely love my chicken. You can do it in the oven too. Gas ovens are a little bit more temperamental. You can burn your chicken. You literally got to have that thing like the bottom row, because again, you're cooking it at 450, which kind of caramelizes that skin, makes it really crispy like fried chicken. And then the inside is just really juicy. You don't want it on broil, and you don't want it on the top rows, because next thing you know, you'll have a chicken on fire. There we go. Trying to separate some of the skin here. Not using this hand. One, it's my injured hand, and two, I can't really use it for much of anything. You might see periodically pop in my child. I have a toddler here. And wife is at church right now. She has a booth set up for her book. Why are you in there? Stop, 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 stop. Get your butt. Get out of here. You know you're not supposed to be in here. You broke one of these, didn't you? There. I had to reorder a baby gate. Mama accidentally took out one of our baby gates by running into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 8 pieces of chicken. I'll make this in 2 separate batches. Just go to that. I'll make sure all my chicken is rinsed, skin is uncovered. You really want to delaminate the skin, like this piece isn't, off of the meat, because you're going to put all your spices in there. And all that good stuff. Gets the flavor down into the meat itself. Perfect. Alright. I'll let that sit down there for just a minute. Move this over. Do a one-handed wash with some soap here. You normally wear hand gloves, but tell me how I'm going to put a glove on with my screwed up hand. So do a one-hand wash here. Yeah, I went to physical therapy yesterday. I have not made my exercise video yet. I'll try and get to it tonight. Yeah, my arm was definitely hurting when I was doing it, so it was not a good time to make that video. But what the exercise is called is the pendulum. You essentially like lean down and you let your arm rock back and forth, and it kind of loosens everything. That thing hurts like an SOB. Hello, Cave. So I have the oven preheating right now to 450. There we go. I need a mixing bowl. I'll show you why here in a minute. Okay. All right, get out of there. On a little mixing bowl here, put the chicken in. Now, I like to use olive oil. Bad part about olive oil is if you get it too oily, it'll smoke. Trust me, I killed a toaster oven like that. One too many chicken thigh cookouts in there with olive oil, and I caked it, and every time I turn it on, even on low, you'd think the house was burning down. So I'm going to add just a little bit of oil in the bowl, just like that. Maybe a couple tablespoons worth. Just enough to barely coat that bottom. Then I'm going to take my chickens. Throw some chicken in here and get her all mixed up. I would do about 4 pieces at a time. It's a smaller bowl. Just going to use my good hand here to move that. Again, one-handed is not easy. Just a little coating on it. Does not have to be anything fancy. And whatever you do, do not detach the skin from the meat. You do want to open it up, and the safest way to do that is when the water is running, tear a little hole in it so it water fills. It'll just naturally stretch it out. You want to save your skin, and you want to save that bone. That is the flavor. That is the rendering. That is the flavor. And as always, sanitation, especially when working with raw meat, especially chicken, you always want to sanitize your sinks before and after. Our water here gets really hot. It's hot enough to kill most stuff, but you always want to use a chemical. Like, I'll wipe it down with like Lysol wipes before, let it sit for like 15 minutes, and then rinse it out. Oh, excuse me, and then after also. All right, a little bit more in there, and again. The olive oil is just going to add a little subtle flavor to it. And as I season the chicken, I'll re-angle this camera here, so don't worry. Just got to do stuff in steps. Brand of olive oil doesn't matter. You don't need some, Voss rated olive oil. I mean, I have Great Value brand, which is from Walmart. Give that a little bit of a rinse out. Set it to the side. Probably won't use it anymore, but just got to get it ready. Another rinse off with my hand. Warm water in this side of the sink. And then I'll start rearranging my camera there for you. Get some paper towels. Alright, let's move the cookie sheet away from here so move the camera down. It's not as far of an angle as I'm going to be able to probably get there. Yeah, that's really about it. Alright, so today I'm just going to use a little bit of Lawry's red seasoning salt. I'm going to pre-take all my caps off because I have to touch it with my clean hand. And now some Lawry's garlic salt. Now normally what I would do is I would take lemon pepper on top or Mrs. Dash lemon flavor, and on the inside put either garlic salt or Santa Maria style seasoning. I don't have that, so I'm going to change it up today just a little bit. Italian seasoning. And then for the top today, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of Greek seasoning. Be warned with this stuff. My wife loves it. She has like probably 6 of these in the house. If you do get headaches from MSG, sadly they do put MSG in it, as I found out. So the reason why we still have 6 of these a year later is we hardly use them now because she gets headaches from MSG. So I'll just use a little spritz of it, and then some fresh cracked black pepper. Again, brand doesn't matter. You do want it fresh cracked. It does change your flavor. Then that pre-ground stuff. Really trying to tell people how to cook chicken. Yeah, it's just chicken, bud. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the garlic salt, some of the Italian, and a spritz of the Lawry's on the meat piece. I'm going to open the chicken skin here. I'm going to slide it off to the side. I'm going to try and keep this my chicken hand and my broken hand, well, my not so functional hand, my spice hand, so this will be a little bit interesting. I'm telling you, cooking with one hand is not easy. I actually feel for people now that only have one hand or are in the same boat. So I'm just going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning to the meat on each one here. A good way to do this when you have two hands is I like to get everything fresh, like fresh basil, oregano, chop it up, like stuff it in there. Then it's really good. And if you let it sit all day before you cook it, like in the fridge, that's really good. A little bit of garlic salt. Tell you what, a week ago I would not have been able to really even move my arm like this as it still hurt. And literally just a little bit of Lawry's red seasoning salt. It does go a long way. You don't need a whole lot. That's it. Alright. I'm going to recover the skin over the meat. Add a little bit of stuff on top here. Now I will have to wash off my hand again before I do the black peppers. I'm going to need one hand to hold, one hand to grind. So I'll do that one last. Add a little bit more Italian seasoning, this time on the skin itself. And this stuff you can go heavy on, you can go light. There's no salt in it. It's literally just Italian seasoning. There's the oregano. So you have marjoram, oregano, thyme, rosemary, savory, basil, and sage. Okay. Now for the Greek. And again, I'm really trying to do this with my little arm here. I'm going to go light with the Greek seasoning, even though it's really good. Again, MSG is not your friend. Nice thing about doing this in a clean sink is you can rinse it out when you're all done and then sanitize after. Some more soap. I'm going to pressure just a little bit here. Tell you what, when you have that pressure low, all you get out of there is cold water. Not bad in the summertime, but in the winter, man, woo, it's like being right outside. Alright, now I'm going to get some of this fresh black pepper on here. I like some good pepper on my chicken skin. Another good way to do it is with fresh squeezed lemon, which I don't have. And you can let it sit in a bag for a couple hours, and the acidity really helps break it down. I do that mostly with chicken breast. True life caveman. Yeah, seasoning in the sink, bud. Then you can just rinse it out. Great trying to cook chicken live. Well, the chicken isn't live, man. I may be live, but the chicken's not. Okay. Move all my spices out of the way here. So the oven is ready. It's at 450. Now I've already pre-sprayed my pan and the grates, so I don't have to worry about that. Out of the kitchen, buddy. Where? Hold on. Where'd you get that water? Why are you wet? Hold on, I'll be right back. Why did you get wet? Stay here. Stay. How did you get wet? Dude, you're... I don't know how, but this baby just got water on him. I don't know where or why or how. I'm afraid to go look. Alright, let me get my chicken up on here. Space them out a little bit. Nice thing about the grates is it also allows your chicken to breathe when it's cooking. It's just perfect enough for 4 on each little grate, and I do have them pushed together. Then again, all the fats and drippings will drip off so you don't have soggy chicken. Nobody wants a soggy chicken. Pardon the background noise. I turned down as much as I could. He likes watching his show Gracie's Corner. one more wash off since I touched the chicken. Soap as always. Alright. Alright, now we're going to put the chicken in the oven and set our timer for 45 minutes. And then we'll start some Q&A stuff here. Here's the fun part. Getting the chicken into the oven. There we go. I'm going to set the timer here. Did you go outside? Is that how you go wet? I'll set it for 40 and then I'll check on it, but I generally leave it in there for 45. How did you get wet? You want to say hi to everyone? How did you get wet? I'm going to go walk around the house and see if he found one of my water bottles, because I think he may have dumped it out on him. Where'd you go? Where'd you find water? Or did you dump your bottle on you? Yeah, I think you got your bottle on you. Yeah, he did. Normally he dumps it all over the couch. Get the light turned on over here. But yeah, wife's out at church right now. I have the door open. It's nice out. I know who would think that 45 is nice, but it is definitely nice out. Nicer than it's been. Let me get the sink sanitized here really quick and cleaned up. So, bye-bye, more fire. All right. I'm gonna get the sink rinsed, and then I'm gonna get it sanitized here with these Lysol wipes. Wash that knife later. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. And we're having a good day here. Adriel and I went for a little walk today. And he threw a fit when Mama left, and it's like, oh, we'll go for a walk then. Not a problem. These broke up here. Yeah, I like my Lysol wipes. They're good at disinfecting. I mean, you can make your own at home. Just get a roll of like heavy-duty paper towels. What works good is the shop towels. Get some shop towels, and they work great. Get a sink full of Lysol water and throw them in there. I mean, it's not a bad deal if you do it that way. All the shop towels have gotten expensive nowadays. You can use a rag. Alright, let that sit in there. Yeah, you always want to sanitize and clean up. One more wipe here. But we get these at Sam's Club or at Costco, wherever we go. So get a pretty good deal on them. Do our once a month shopping there for all of our taxables. Yeah, I installed this new sink sprayer here, so it's really like has none of the flow restrictors in it, so the pressure is really good on it, which is nice. A lot better than our old one. Adriel, out of the kitchen. Go play. You don't need to be in the kitchen. I cannot wait for that baby gate to show up. Let's see here. Now let me go through some of these messages. Let's see what we got. So I see we have 2 viewers. Caveman, Nick, Fairman, gotcha. So yeah, other than that, I mean, today's not been a bad day. Shoulder recovery's going good. I did my exercise twice today, but the hard part is like literally trying to relax and let your shoulder free hang. Because I mean, that bicep is tight. It's really tight. Yeah, it feels unstable. It's not necessarily that my shoulder hurts, but it starts to feel unstable when it's out of the sling. So I guess it's, a psychological thing you just got to get over, is trusting that, that the surgery went well and it's not going to slip out again, which is easier said than done, because subconsciously you think your shoulder's going to slip out, so everything stays really tight. But yeah, I mean, first day of exercise with it went well. I'll make my video today, as I promised, probably after dinner. I'll just shoot a video of the exercises. But first day exercise is pretty much absolute bare minimum. I mean, you're not rotating your shoulder, you're not lifting your arm, you're literally letting it hang like a pendulum. It's just free hanging, and it's just to slowly stretch everything out. I mean, the doctor actually, he slowly lifted my arm, and he does that when you're laying down. Adriel, stay here. I have this door open, and he's walking out on our patio. I can still see him. Where are you going, buddy? You should stay home. Our screen popped off over the winter time, and I haven't put it back up yet, so. Yeah? Are you saying hi to the neighbors? Yeah, so no, yeah, he was lifting up my shoulder in physical therapy yesterday, and that thing just lit me up. That hurt. It hurt to a point, man, you almost want to start crying, because it feels like they're tearing your arm out from in its socket, and all he's doing is lifting it like this. But being at that angle, stretching everything, whoo, that hurts. So I see physical therapist again Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So that'll be good. Hello, loud enough. Don't forget about these. Forget about what, loud? Adriel, don't go in there. That's Mama's office. This boy knows how to open doors now. No. What I'll do is I'll get up on her computer and torture that thing. You are not allowed in Mama's office. Come on. No. So we've ordered a door lock for her door. Okay, loud. That's cool, man. Yeah, just baby boy and I right now, just dad and son. And Mom's at church doing her thing right now. Ooh, I can smell that chicken cooking. That smells good. Hardest part's not, opening it and looking at it. Adriel, stay here. He keeps going outside. I need to get that screen back up when my arm gets better. Problem is the tension wheel on it keeps making it slip off its track, and the winter time jacked it up. Adriel, stay here. Well, that's how you're getting wet. All the ice melts. Adriel, you want to say hi? You got food on your face? Yeah. All right. Well, Dad will sit over at the chair and watch you. Just don't go anywhere. You stay here. Now I can see him. What's everybody up to today? Anybody do anything fun? Fun, entertaining? Come on, it's Saturday. You always gotta be doing something fun on Saturday. I'm sure a few of you are in warmer climates than here in South Dakota, where it's cold. Hello, Karen. How are you today? I'm making chicken. So the first part of my live stream was making chicken. So the baked chicken thighs are in the oven now. Got them like olive oiled with all the spices and seasoning. So they're in the oven right now at 450 degrees. And I have my back patio door open so that it doesn't start smoking up in here. Olive oil chicken thighs can definitely smoke a little, especially if it's not high heat olive oil. But that definitely smells good, and I got like 35 minutes left. Tina and I are both very impatient about not opening up the oven constantly and checking on the food. I'm on this side of the side session. Yeah. I hear you, Karen. I did my shoulder exercises twice today already, and it's more of a trying to get everything stretched out and trusting that your shoulder is not going to slip out. Because I tell you what, you just naturally are like tensed up as it's out of the sling, and yeah, you always think it's just going to slip out, or it's going to suddenly start hurting or spasming. It's a big psychological factor having shoulder surgery, and physical too. I mean, I have 8 weeks to get better and get back to work. Being salaried, we don't get ADA accommodations or anything like that. You're either 100% or you're zero. So you have to be 100% of your job description. There's no work accommodations, nothing. So if I was hourly, it'd be a different story. But I mean, I got the surgery done. Shoulder's gonna be good. I'll be able to work out finally, but that's like 9 months out. So just taking it one day at a time. What are you doing with my cloth? I have a microfiber cloth in my bag, and he's found it. This boy finds everything to get into. Hey, is that Dada's? Is that Dada's? Okay. Let's put the cloth back in the bag. You want to say hi? You don't need Dad's microfiber cloth. He thinks everything is his. You want to say hi? Karen's in here. Hi, 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 hi. What else do you want to say? You want to talk without the binky? You're a big boy. You want to talk without the binky? Oh, are you coming back? Okay. What else you want to say? You don't have to. Okay, playing peekaboo. Yeah, he's definitely a social butterfly. Oh gosh, I can smell the chicken cooking. How's that where it's burning? Suffered with muscle in my shoulder for a year. I was told. Have you seen like a sports medicine doctor? That's who I eventually had to see, was an orthopedic doctor that specialized in sports medicine. He works on South Dakota State University's athletes. He's very good. So in your area, if you can find a sports medicine doctor, hold on. Adriel, leave my meat thermometer alone. This is not yours. No, this is mine. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it up somewhere. I'm gonna put it in the back of this drawer now. No meat thermometer for you. This boy finds everything. Maybe I should get him like his own little kid's dish set. He can play with his own dishes. Yeah. Yeah, X-ray won't see anything. I can't have MRIs because I've had too many other surgeries. I have a lot of metal in me. A lot of metal, so I can't have MRI. What they did instead was do a CT arthrogram, where they take a needle the size of Texas and they put it down into your shoulder. Like, you're laying there awake, and this radiologist comes in and guides it using like a live X-ray almost, and puts it right down into the socket of your shoulder and injects dye. So I had to have a CT with dye injected into the shoulder cavity. That hurt like an SOB, but yeah, an MRI will definitely give a better image than an X-ray or a CT with something like this. Hopefully they can find something and get you some answers, or at least a workaround. Hello, Gaz882. Oh yeah, you can see a lot of different tissues, soft tissue damage, all that stuff. It's better than a CT because I couldn't have an MRI. They didn't get a very good image. Like, they had a rough image, but nothing spectacular. But with an MRI, they can see a lot more. That's why they do like brain scans with it and all that too. Back scans, like ruptured discs. Yeah. One thing I do miss cooking with is a gas stove. We had a gas stove at our house in Brookings. Yeah, I had gas. I miss cooking with a gas stove. I love gas stoves. Don't get me wrong, this electric one's fine, but you can definitely control your heat better, your flame, with gas. But yeah, I mean, sorry it's such a quiet night tonight with just me. I mean, Tina's out at the church right now with her books and her event table set up. She'll be there all weekend, so all day today for each mass, and then all day tomorrow, essentially, on Sunday. Yeah, you got your blocks. You got your blocks. Some good news is we got Adriel to sleep in his bed for 2 nights in a row now. I don't know how he got off track of sneaking into our room and crawling into bed with us, but he didn't want to sleep in his bed for like the last couple weeks. So for once last night, I actually got more than 2 hours of sleep with him kicking me. I slept from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. uninterrupted, so definitely a win. I got much better sleep last night. What are you doing in the kitchen? You know you can't be in there when Dad does cooking. You know the rules. You wanna leave the kitchen? Come on. That's how you get the wooden blocks. So he'll put wooden blocks in our cabinets, and I just finally seen how. So we have cabinet locks, and he'll pop the door open and just drop them in. I found a pair of socks in there, like 3 weeks ago. You put one of your socks in there? Yeah? Yeah? Are you gonna go play some more? I got your TV show on Gracie's Corner. Let's see, we have some more people. Powell, can you still make love with me? You know, I haven't even tried. I guess I should try. I should definitely try and report back to you tomorrow. Hello, UFO. So yeah, so Karen, I hope that they can see something for you with your injury with that MRI in April. There you go. I got the block. Thank you. You gave me a pig block. So in the oven right now, for those of you that are just joining, I have chicken baking. At the beginning of the live stream, I kind of went over me cooking it, how I cook it, prepped it. It's baked chicken thighs, bone in, skin on. Let me see how much time's left. There's about 30 minutes left, so I put it in the oven on one of the lower shelves, 450 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes, generally about 45. Altitude will affect it, so if you live in a higher mountain area, you do want to add a little bit of cook time to it. When I was in Montana, it was definitely a solid 45 minutes, but I was living at like 5,500 feet, 6,000 feet. That also affects like boiling time and everything too. So shoulder, I had shoulder repair surgery. Thank you for joining anything from for clicks. I had shoulder repair surgery June 24th for a dislocation a year and a half ago. Dislocated my shoulder, just never healed right. Apparently the labrum got torn really bad and the bicep got split when it went out and went back in. So they fixed that up. So now I'm about a month out as of yesterday, 1 month out. Started physical therapy yesterday, so yeah, I had 1 day of physical therapy yesterday. I'm supposed to go 2 to 3 times a week and then get it fixed. Just some. I'm sorry about that, John. Sorry, I'm so creepy. I only have 6 bodies in the basement, not 7. It's not a problem until I hit 7. Hello, Skippity. And I don't have a problem if you want to talk, but I don't want you to spam. But yeah, so yeah, it'll just maybe be out of work for 12 weeks right now, and then get to continue working on my shoulder for these next 8 weeks. They did reassure me like I'll be ready to go back to work in 8 weeks from today, so that'll be good. I mean, I'm going from working 60, 70-hour weeks to staying at home with a toddler all day. I'm kind of going crazy. So. You want some water? Okay, let me see the water. Now, do you want to drink out of the bottle or out of the sippy cup? You want sippy cup water? No. You want bottle water? You want water? I guess he doesn't want water. He just walked away. You want water? You want water? Okay. He likes to drink out of the big boy bottles, but he doesn't quite have the holding it in place yet, so whenever we go anywhere, I just give him the big bottle. Do you want some water now? Well, why'd you throw your binky? Here, you want to show everybody you're drinking some water? Okay, let's get the water. Come on. You just took my ball. Was that the trick? You were going to take the ball. You took the ball. I have a physical therapy ball that goes like right here, and he likes taking it and running. You took the ball, I'm gonna take your binky. Doesn't care. Oh, you almost put it under the couch. But yeah, I'm just at home, trying to think of new stuff to talk about each night. I'll do a little bit of filming with the shoulder exercise tonight, like I promised. So, thank you, Shepherd Sheep. Thank you. God bless you too, bud. Did you just throw the ball under the couch? I am not getting it out. Yeah, I mean, I promised everyone I'd shoot a short video of my shoulder exercise. Just don't throw it outside, please. Now he's probably gonna throw it outside. Adriel, come here. So yeah, I'll film like a short clip of my shoulder exercise tonight, go over what the physical therapist said. I mean, for any of you that have shoulder surgery, so I know it's gonna be, I know everyone's a little bit different, but I'll go over what they're doing with me. But yeah, the pendulum is the first one. You just kind of stand there, kind of hunched over, and you let your arms swing. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, I swear your Pomeranian and my 2-year-old have a lot in common. He has thrown binkies under there just to get me to fish them out. Hi, Fatima from Algeria. Fatima, I'm not familiar with your country. I'm not very good at like world locations. Where's that at? Fatima. I have a really good friend named Fatuma, and another one named Fatima, but not Fatima. Yeah, wife's out of the house tonight for a little bit at church, so hopefully she can get, to speak with people about her book and her water well projects that we've been working on since, I don't know, like 2020, 2019. Need a glass of OJ and be quiet, huh? I'd rather have a glass of bourbon, but I'm not much of a drinker anymore. Actually, I haven't had a drink since my son was born 2 years ago. Just didn't have any reason to. Oh, great, he found the stick. So I have this rubber seal that goes along our screen door, which is why I haven't put it back up, because it's been frozen outside. And he just found it. He like runs through the house like it's a sword. You changed your clothes today. Nice. You ever watch, who is it, Steve MRE, where he puts the meal on the tray and goes, nice. Thank you, Shepard. Thank you, bud. Yeah. It was just my shoulder was too unstable before surgery. I just kept putting it off, and then switched job locations, cities, and didn't want to leave my team in my first couple months. I mean, what kind of manager is that? So I put it off like 6 months, and eventually my doctor's like, you just got to do it. It's a new year. Just do it. My whole management team's like, just take the time off. You get 12 weeks paid. Just do it. So Fatima and Algeria. Do you mean like Algeria? You're from Algeria. Yeah, I'll change out my shirt every night and every morning. I wear like the athletic moisture wicking shirts because this thing gets really bad condensation and your shoulder will be soaked. I went one day, like my first couple weeks, where I just didn't change it for like 24 hours. My shoulder was so red afterwards. Like, you got to take it off every once in a while and just let your shoulder just breathe. Which I haven't done that in a while, so I'll open it up a bit here. There we go. You gotta let the skin breathe. I don't know what you're saying there, bud. I don't know what language that is or how to read it. Sorry about that. You having fun? But the chicken should be getting done here soon, so hello Super. So once it's done, the fun part is gonna be taking it out of the oven with one hand, because I mean, it's not that it's heavy, but you know, when you take out a half baking sheet, you really need two hands. So this is going to be interesting. I really haven't done a full meal cooking with one hand. Normally I wear like hand gloves when handling the chicken and everything else. I have a whole setup and kind of had to wing it tonight, pardon the pun. What did you want to be when you grew up as a kid? That's a good question. Really a doctor. I mean, I was always in and out of the hospital so much as a kid. I always wanted to be a doctor, which I started on my pre-med, but I kept getting sick like every couple years. And so I ended up with student loan debt and no degree because my school was nice enough to just give me Fs instead of medically withdrawing me. So it kind of screwed up my transcripts. Nice thing about my work is they pay for college, so yeah, I would like to be a doctor if I ever could have. Like, I even know what I want to be. I wanted to be a pediatric anesthesiologist, like working with kids. Always had good anesthesiologists with my major surgeries when I was a kid, so it's just kind of fit. Yeah, no, I have like 2 or 3 of each color shirt. I have like a red, a purple, a green. I only have one black shirt though, because I can't find these in season anymore. But I like the, hello from Barcelona, welcome. You definitely have nicer weather than I do right now, I can tell you that. Today finally hit 45 Fahrenheit, so that's warm. I've had that on my patio door open all day with 45 out. It's been nice out. Next week it's supposed to be like 60. But they're also calling for snow like the day after, so generally when it warms up in the middle of winter, it can dump some heavy snow, which we've had almost no snow. We had maybe two days of snow split up by like a month, but it's been so cold it just never melted. Live your dream, absolutely, man. If you have the means and the drive to go out and live your dream, definitely do it. I always support people living their dreams. I mean, I may not be a doctor by any means now, but the company I work for and the job I do, I really like it, and you know, where one door closes, another one opens. So I like the company I work for, some great opportunities. Hey, leave that door open. This kid's giving the death of me. No, we're not going to smoke out the house. I have the door opened up. Because when you coat chicken in olive oil, it gets a little bit smoky. We're leaving the door open. We're leaving the door open. You stay here. You don't go out there. You stay here. Boy. He's a dad's boy. He does listen to me. Now, where'd you put that ball? Where'd you put the ball? Oh, you put the ball in the bathtub. So this is part of my physical therapy ball that goes on my sling here. 13 minutes left. What are you fussing about? You have your stick. You want the ball? You saw me carry the ball. So he has the ball in one hand, a stick in the other, a binky in his mouth. I did get him a new toy though, so when I ordered the baby gate, add another item to our cart, so we'll make a fun video with it, but it's a foam sword and foam shield, and it's a 2-pack, so maybe we'll have like a sword fight. Him and Dada have a sword fight. I was looking at like a Halloween costume for like the kids, like, you know, knight armor with the helmet and the body armor. Like, well, that could be cool. I mean, he'll be 2 this next Halloween. MJ, have you been hit with some sort of death ray? No, didn't get hit with the death ray. I finally got a little bit of sleep last night. I asked an American 4 years ago, what is the best food that an American liked? He said, chicken wings. a lot of people like chicken wings. Like if you go to places like Buffalo Wild Wings, I mean, there's so many different flavor options. With places like that, like even a lot of restaurants will offer chicken wings. But the thing is, it's not always wings. They'll throw in uh, drumsticks too. Sorry, couldn't think of the word. So you'll get drumsticks, wings. They call them flats. Prior to COVID, you could go into Buffalo Wild Wings and order wings only, like no drumsticks. My wife and I, we love, chicken wings. Can I ask you, bro? I've been kissing. Well, that's just creepy. Well, you can have fun with that, man. See ya. Yeah, don't need any PDFs in here. If you're a PDF, just go. Just go. Don't want anybody like that in here. But yeah, no, you can get chicken wings. It's quite popular here. Pizza. The American version of pizza is really popular. Cheeseburgers. But when I think America, I think barbecue. That's my own personal opinion. American food, barbecue. I mean, we have so many different barbecue. Texas style, Santa Maria style, which is from like California, Memphis. Yeah, all kinds of different barbecue. My favorite, I would say, would be a mixture between Santa Maria style, which is from California, and Texas barbecue. It's a big open pit. Tri-tip is quite popular. Beef ribs, pork ribs, chickens. Pretty much anything that is meat and you can cook. Never been to Florida, Miami, Cuban dude. Welcome. Yeah, you can go too. You see, people are so brave on the internet, hiding out in their mom's basement because they think that nobody can, track them down. But I love watching those YouTube videos where they track down, people that want to act like that person I just kicked out. I absolutely love it. They convince them to meet them at like Walmart or something like that and then corner them and they start crying. I love those videos. As a matter of fact, if I could fund a group like that goes after those people, oh yeah. Make some anonymous donation to them. Like watching the old, what was that show? To Catch a Predator. Yeah, my opinion on them would probably get me banned off of YouTube because, too many sensitive people. But, yeah. I think they should bring the show back. I totally agree with public shaming, letting their face out there. So we are currently in South Dakota. Goodbye again. As many accounts as you have, I can keep on blocking them. It's not a problem. So no safe space. I don't believe in safe spaces, man. I do not. We all have feelings. We all live in the big boy world. Sometimes you just gotta deal with it. Some people are given crap hands. Some don't give really crap hands, but you just gotta keep on chugging and keep on going. Can I get the ball back? You just like threw it at me. Yeah, some creepy people like to jump in here. I can do this all day. That's a text message. I don't need that. Yeah. I will say that probably the most hard part about being out for shoulder surgery though is being bored. It's like can't go outside, can't do any hobbies really, especially with the weather. And having shoulder surgery in the middle of winter is just brutal. If I could have waited till summer, I would have definitely done that. Do you want it back? Jeez. I would highly recommend doing all right there, buddy. Have a good day. Yeah, very mentally ill. I mean, it sucks that the previous multiple administrations, closed down wacko wards. Yeah, I still believe in putting the insane in the insane asylums. Like, if you don't want to make yourself better, then cool, that's on you. But when it starts to affect the rest of the population, that's where the issue is. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on the chicken. All right, so I set the timer for 40 minutes. I just quickly checked on it, and then I increased it by 5 minutes, so it's truly 45 minutes, like I was planning on. Hello, big whatever you're big something. Yeah, so chicken will be done in about 10 minutes. Okay, bud. See, getting banned isn't the issue. As I was talking about when you were jumping between your pages there to come in here, the problem is when you jump into a page, and I like watching a lot of these videos where they figure out who the person is and they confront them in public. I'd recently watched one. Very same thing happened, and they go after guys and girls to like equal justice. Myself, I don't have time for it. Again, I would love to fund it a group. Again, I believe in public justice and shaming. Like if a kid is stealing from a store, and it's definitely not their first time, if they repeat doing it, I believe, and I'm totally okay when a parent has them stand on a corner with a sign that says, "I stole." It's public shaming. All right, buddy. Are you gonna eat some chicken tonight? But let me go grab my side dishes with this really quick. I will be. Actually, I'll take you guys with me. So about 9 minutes left. I'm gonna have a side with it here. So pantry here. Now, do I want fruits or vegetables? How about pears? We'll go with pears tonight. I like pears. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Out of the pantry. Okay. Yeah, even with the door open for a couple hours, the house is still maintaining at 67. Chicken and pears. Man, I do change my clothes. I ain't that stinky. Let's see here, who's messaging me? Oh yeah. A friend of mine sent me a video of a group that has like this winged jetpack thing. It looks pretty cool. He was saying that if he had the money, he would definitely like to fly one. I'm like, dude, takes one of those engines going out and you're done. He's like, yeah, but you only live once. I'm all, yeah, but I'd like to live a lot longer than it takes to fly that jetpack. All right, buddy. Are you gonna eat chicken tonight? He's been quite picky about food recently. He's been on what did his doctor say? Like he likes starches and carbs. I mean, he wants crackers and cereal and stuff like that. He's been not wanting to eat regular food recently, which is apparently just a phase that toddlers go through. But he's a big kid though. He's 3 feet tall and 30 pounds. He's not even 2 yet. His doctor's like, well, you have any tall people in your family? Like, well, my wife and I are the short ones. We have, uncles and cousins that are well over 6 feet. Like, at least on my side, built stocky. One of her uncles who came to visit us, he's really big and stocky. So our boy here could be over 6 feet. Which would be cool. Mom was short. She's like 5'4", 5'5". So she's like, yeah, well then he can reach all the top stuff. Hello there, Johnny. Welcome. You having fun, buddy? Are you watching your show? So he likes watching the show Gracie's Corner when he was still like really young, like an infant. We had in the background playing for like this noise form, Leo the Truck, and so he really likes that show too. So Leo the Truck, Gracie's Corner, Rob the Robot. Only over the last couple months will he watch Rachel's was that show Miss Rachel or something. So, but let me get the gloves ready because we're going to get ready here to take the chicken out of the oven. There's 5 minutes left. Get set up here to take the chicken out. Again, doing this one-handed is going to be fun. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll figure it out. I'm waiting and get the hairs opened up. Yeah, so you learn how to do stuff way differently with one hand. Like even turning this can opener, it's only been over these last couple weeks that I've been able to do it with my injured hand because it hurts that rotational in your wrist. But 2 weeks ago, could not do it. Last week, I finally started trying to open up cans. Didn't ever lose strength in my hand though, which was cool. Drain out some of the water. You want pears tonight? Are you gonna eat pears? Put some of the spices back away. I can't believe I forgot to buy lemons for my chicken and or lemon pepper. So as you'll see here when I take it out, having the chicken on those raised wire racks will help so that your chicken doesn't get soggy, because there's nothing worse than soggy chicken, man. But there's 3 minutes left. It's just the final countdown now, so let me grab these. Yeah, what is it? Tomorrow's going to be probably 50, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is in the mid 50s. So, Kid and I will definitely try and get out and do stuff. I'm going to try it driving here soon. Hard part is I can't take him anywhere alone right now, as I can't load him up in the car seat with one arm. I'm not even supposed to be picking him up, but I pick him up with this arm and call it good. Told my doctor, I'm like, hey, I'm a parent first. I'm a patient second, so I won't try and lift him with my injured arm, but I won't say anything about my good arm. I get it. They don't want me re-injuring it, so. About 1 minute left. Turn off the oven while we're waiting. It'll retain some of its residual heat. Adriel, are you ready? You ready for chicken? You used to get so excited over food too, like wanting to try new food, and you hit 1.5 and just wanted to, nope, I'll just be obstinate. Put the foil away. So one other important thing is line the bottom of your pan with foil. Makes cleanup really easy. No mess is the way I like to clean it up. close enough. Let's see here. Here we go. Hey, look at this good chicken here. Look at that crispy skin chicken. And the inside is like really juicy. And then also this won't stick to your foil underneath too. Out of the kitchen, buddy. Come on. Hot chicken in here. Out of the kitchen. So this chicken is, oh yeah, that's really crispy skin. I'll let it sit for a few minutes and we'll cut into a piece here soon. Yeah, chicken is a fattier, the chicken thigh is fattier. So definitely a lot juicier, which is good. Don't get me wrong, I eat chicken breast, but it's so easy to overcook it and then it just dries out. Okay, that looks good. But yeah, so hopefully everyone is going to have a good weekend and have a good night. Definitely a new year, 2025. Who messaged me? Let's see here. Oh, Cotton. Ah, yeah. Sorry, I have messages popping up. A few of my coworkers have been texting me too, like, when are you coming back? Like, in April. Yeah, I just gotta wait. I was offering to come back sooner, but the bosses at B said no, you have to be 100% before we let you come back. Eating some of the chicken skin. Let that chicken sit and rest for a few minutes. Nice and cooking it at 450. There's not a lot of leftover drippings and water in there, so less mess, less just to spill. When you cook it out at a lower, slower temperature, a lot of the liquid does not evaporate. And almost all chicken from any major store that you shop at, look in the real small fine print writing of how much they inject of water into it. Some companies are really bad, like 6 to 7% water injection into your meat. So you're paying for, if you're buying it per pound, a lot of it can be just water weight and not actual meat. So like check and see where you get your chicken from, like how much of it has been injected into it. So are you gonna want some chicken in pairs? Yeah? You want some? Nope, doesn't want some. So let me get a plate made up here and I will be right back. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Let's try this chicken now. Let's see how will this chicken turn out. So again, crispy chicken skin. Back of this camera. There we go. As good as it's gonna get. Oh yeah, look at that steam. You may not be able to see the steam come off, but that is some good looking chicken there. Let me get a knife, or I guess another fork. All right. Let's check out the chicken here. Oh yeah, just comes right off the bone. So juicy chicken meat. It will not be dry. Crispy skin. Good flavor too. Yeah, so that's oven baked chicken thigh, bone in, skin on. I've had some friends of mine that are afraid to cook with like chicken skin and chicken bone. They don't want it raw. They don't know how long to cook it for. So 450 for 45 minutes. Pre-rinse off your chicken, season it, oil it, throw it in, and call it good. Stay here, Adriel. He's out on the patio. Adriel, stay here. Stay here, buddy. Come here. Come back in. He likes to go out on our patio. You want some chicken? You want some food? Come here. Come get some food. You want some, or do you want some pears? You want some? Nope. How do you stand on that cold patio with your feet, dude? There's no snow outside, but it's just been cold. I'd imagine that concrete patio is pretty cold. Dude, why do you keep going out? In and out. You want some? Come here. Come here. You want some chicken? I'm gonna go off with a piece of chicken. You want some chicken? Okay. You don't want any chicken? Okay. Yeah, he didn't want any chicken. Well, then come here and get somebody. I just tried offering you some. Come here. Take off a little piece of chicken for you. You want some chicken? Come here. Come here. Why won't you eat the chicken? Try a piece. And in typical toddler fashion, welcome back, Nick. He'll throw himself on the ground because he doesn't want to bite a chicken. So, why do you throw yourself down when you don't want food? Yeah, you. As well as his way of rebelling. You want crackers? No? You want crackers? I'll get you some crackers. Come on. Have any crackers? Oh, Dad got the crackers. He likes these mini club crackers. They're literally like toddler size, which is nice. Okay, come on. Let's get some crackers. There you go. 1, 2. Miniature crackers. There you go. There's a few crackers, okay? Good crackers. Again, he's on this cracker and milk phase, so. Doctor said it's normal. Kids go through it. Just his way of expressing himself and doing his thing. She said it doesn't last forever. See, when Tina's not here, I have no problem removing comments. Tina believes in let everybody you know speak, have their opinion. Well, okay. But everyone, I'm going to take off for a bit tonight. Maybe when Tina gets home, we'll come back on. I know she wants to build that bookshelf, so maybe we'll come live when she comes home and build the bookshelf. Catch you later. Thank you for joining.